A Disquisition on Socialism, Progressivism, and the Constitution, a Revolutionary Perspective. Gentle reader, as we embark upon the comparison between the grand systems of socialism and capitalism, let us first recognize their stark opposition in both essence and practice. Behold, capitalism stands as a testament to free enterprise, a bottom-up endeavor where liberty, equality, and the natural pursuit of happiness for each individual constitute its foundation. In such a structure, all men find themselves as equal agents, free to pursue their vocations and prosper by the fruits of their labor. Capitalism, like a sprout that grows from the soil, thrives upon a bottom-up process wherein free enterprise permits individuals the liberty to pursue their own self-interest. This manner is akin to a hive, where each bee acts in service to its purpose, yet each retains its natural freedom, contributing to the general welfare while preserving individual autonomy. Socialism, contrariwise, bears resemblance to the command of a singular mind. It is a top-down construct, wherein a central authority dictates the path of every part, just as the brain governs each limb of the body. Within such a framework, human beings are akin to specialized cells, bound by the commands of an aristocratic few, those who sit at the helm of power. This order mirrors the constitution of man, where cells within the body become specialized, lumpen, and subservient to the commands issued by the sovereign brain, an aristocracy of cells directing the labors of many. Such a system indeed brings great coordination and uniformity, as seen in the animal kingdom, but at the cost of liberty and free will. The laborer under socialism becomes but a cog within a grand machine, ruled by those who assume a superior wisdom. Progressivism, as we define it here, is the very manifestation of actions and ideologies that stand in opposition to the bedrock principles laid forth by our founders in the United States Constitution. This movement, characterized by its ambitious reach into the domain of federal power, has taken many actions contrary to the Constitution's original intent, that the government is to be limited, its powers few and defined, and that sovereignty resides in the hands of the people and their states. The progressivist doctrine has sought to rectify societal inequalities and address the plights of the common man, unfortunately using the exact kind of ill-advised power warned against by our founders. The resulting runaway growth of governmental power hath created a Leviathan, a monstrous behemoth whose appetite knoweth no bounds. This creature hath grown fat on the energies and liberties of the people, violating the spirit of checks and balances, circumventing the separation of powers, and trampling upon the rights of states to act as laboratories of democracy, as Madison himself once envisioned. Though progressive reforms, such as labor rights and civil protections, have borne fruit, they must be balanced against the dangers of centralized control. In the realm of nature, we observe these two philosophies at work. The hive of bees, like a capitalist structure, is decentralized, each bee fulfilling its role without direct command, guided by innate behaviors and environmental cues, producing honey and growing the hive in the process. Whereas a wolf pack, akin to a socialist entity, operates through hierarchy and command, with an alpha guiding the hunt, dictating movement and roles, thus maintaining order and coordination, but at the cost of personal liberty. Thus, we conclude that the difference between these ideologies is not merely of economic design, but also of philosophical essence. Capitalism, with its spirit of liberty, fosters the individual's growth and potential, while socialism, with its hierarchical structure, provides control and organization, but risks the loss of personal freedom. In balancing these two, mayhaps, lies the true art of governance. To embrace the duality of these forces without succumbing to excess is to secure the best of both worlds. The founding fathers, in their foresight, wove this delicate balance into the fabric of the nation. Capitalism unchecked may lead to inequality and monopolistic tyranny, whilst socialism overextended may yield a stifling of freedom and innovation. It is the Constitution that anchors the nation's vessel amidst such tempests, offering safe passage to the shores of progress. Thus we see the genius of our Constitution, which marries these contrasting ideals, ensuring that socialist principles do not overrun our liberties while retaining a place for communal efforts. Let us hold fast to this Constitution, that it might maintain this harmonious balance, allowing capitalism to fuel the fires of innovation, while socialism tempers the excesses that can arise when markets are left unchecked. To bring balance to this spectrum of political thought, the Constitution itself must be invoked not merely as a legal document, but as a framework for a society that preserves liberty while allowing for equitable governance. It advocates for a small, localized governance model where citizens, not institutions, wield ultimate authority, a structure that could foster global peace and prosperity by decentralizing power and embracing the democratic ideals enshrined in our founding documents. Moreover, socialism's drive for equity, when moderated by constitutional limits, can harmonize with the free market ethos that promotes creativity and fair competition. This reconciliation aligns with a balanced neurological metaphor, a well-regulated society that utilizes both the left brain's order and the right brain's dynamism. In this union, we find the highest expression of liberty, equality, and human flourishing, a grand experiment of governance that seeks balance, not absolutism. Thus, as we reflect upon these philosophies, let us not be swayed by the siren song of unbridled power or the false promise of perfect equality. Instead, let us find strength in the Constitution's wisdom, in its balance of power, and in its unwavering commitment to the liberty of all. In conclusion, socialism and progressivism, when unchecked, may drift toward overreach and tyranny. However, their ideals of justice, fairness, and shared responsibility, when anchored by the Constitution's wisdom, can be reconciled with the freedoms of capitalism to form a more perfect union. A society where government serves the people, not the reverse. Let us, therefore, rekindle the spirit of 1776 and strive to restore this balance between power and liberty, ensuring the blessings of freedom for ourselves and our posterity.